So it's the holidays and I'm bored. And I see this game and it looks so clickable. Like, wouldn't you want to click that? And I had some spare Robux laying around. So, welcome to Overworld. For all you brokies out there who don't know what Overworld is, it's an RPG like RuneScape, if you know what RuneScape is. Okay, so that was all the 11 skills, and I'm going to show you how to level them up the best. First, we have lumbering, just chop down trees. Yep. Still doing it. Yeah, this is pretty fun. Now, with crafting, we want to craft bows or arrows since they grant a lot of XP. Bows are pretty easy to make, so if you want to do that for your crafting. For agility, you can just roll everywhere, or jump everywhere, or ride on your mount everywhere. Those all give agility, and it's pretty easy, you just roll. Now, with thieving, you just run around. You can take stuff from picklock stuff. Just if it has a little thief icon, then you gain thieving XP. Yeah. Now, for cooking, I don't know any efficient way. I don't really cook. I'm only level 7. Just cook or look at another YouTube video. I don't know, bro. Help me. Now, with mining. You just mine. Just keep on mining. It takes ages, bro. I know. It's painful. Okay, now with fishing, I actually have an actual guide. You want to buy bait from this guy over here. You can server hop to get more bait. And basically, you want to jump up here. You don't have to jump up here, but you can. And then you pull out your rod. I don't know what I'm doing. But yeah. And then you just cast in and it auto fishes. You can AFK. That's the best way to get fishing XP. You're welcome. Okay, so for combat and archery, you just want to attack enemies. Stronger the enemy, more XP you'll get. It's pretty simple. You can grind on these goblins or bosses. For magic, you can do the same thing, or you can use your healing, which is pretty good for magic XP. And then for alchemy, you just want to get at a table. You can craft the 2 teleport shards, or the small health potion, or the small mana potion if you run magic, or the big health potion and the big mana potion. Like what you need for the large health potion, you get honey, you get that from trees. Berries are in the bushes, you just hit the bushes, and mushrooms, you can find them in the Goblin caves. Oh. and you can catch bugs with your bug net and find flowers around the town. Same with the blue flowers and the white bug, and that's, yeah. Armors! And what? Okay, so you can get hide armor from hide and rope. You can buy hide from the same guy as the fish bait. It's pretty simple, pretty good. And you can also make copper armor, which you need bronze mold, which you get from getting tin and copper. You can get tin from just north of the starter town, lumber town. And you can also go into the Goblin Cave surrounding the starter town, and it will have copper inside. It's pretty common, even though there's none here. You can also get coal. You need coal, but there's no copper, and like, copper's supposed to be here, but it is, trust me bro. Okay, now you craft the bronze mold, put it in the furnace with the coal, and you got yourself a copper, and good. Yeah. So now in the yellow area, like west of the starter town, you can find these caves, and like, these are called the mines. I do yearn for them. So you're gonna need a mine key. You can mine key from a tower or 2 NPCs. One of the NPCs being across the furnace in this tavern. I don't know. You talk to Pepe, and you can buy a lumber key from him for 175 gold. And south of the town, like by the Goblin area, you can find Shady Sam, and he can sell you picklocks, which you need for thieving, and mine keys for pretty cheap, so you can go get them there. Now, in the mine, there'll be iron and coal, and also enemies. You can run past the enemies, but like, there'll be iron. Iron's a lot rarer in this cave though, so like, you have to look around, do a few mines if you want to get a full iron set. And there we go, that's iron. You can mine it. I'm not, because I don't need iron. And there's also 4 guys chasing me. Okay, so now for silver gear, which is the best gear, excluding boss gear, you need to go to the crypt. So you need a crypt key, and you get it from the same guy as before, and it costs 700. Yeah. Okay, and now it's at the swamp east to the starter village, and the crypt key can also drop from the local swamp enemies. It will take you like 5 minutes if you want to kill the enemies. So yeah, the crypts, when I eventually get there, the crypts look like this, and like, you enter them, and like, they look like this. So you can get silver by the ore deposits, or you can find them in the chests, so pretty useful. But also, the enemies in here are really annoying, and like, silver never spawns. Like, you can go several crypts with 0 silver, or you can get chased by a horde of enemies. But see, there's silver there. Okay, and now for the Goblin King set and the Crusader set. They're both 1 in 50 drops for each piece of armor for each boss, but we'll touch on the bosses in a moment. Okay, so there's 2 towns, one being Lumberwood, which is the starter town, and the other being Ironguard, which is the capital city of this country. And these towns are pretty cool, because they have like NPCs when I get to the NPC. Okay, so they have NPCs, they have quests, like, that you get from the NPCs, and they also have these quest boards, which you can get your reputation up, and you can get good stuff. Here's an urgent quest. I've never found one of these, but you get a treasure map. That's pretty cool. There's also shops. So, in Overworld, you can buy anything with money. Like, this is just one of the mini shops, and you can get most of the early game ore stuff. Like, see, beautiful. Now you may be wondering, how to get money quick in Overworld? Well, you can get it by the bear. Costs 800 Robux, and they can sell from 30 to 40k gold now at the moment. You can also craft a whole bunch of willow bows, or whatever bow you're at, and sell them. This is also good for crafting, but you also get a lot of money. Oh yeah, and you can also just play the game and like do bosses. Oh. So now bosses. Next to the boss, there'll be your guy, Sleepy. He's your goat, he's your man. He can sell you potions. Bows, no he doesn't. It's that stuff, he sells you that stuff. So the first boss you'll face is the Goblin King. Goblin King is pretty easy. You can just shoot him back with a bow, that's probably the easiest way to defeat him. But he has 3 phases. His first phase, he's normal, he does that swing when you're close. He can throw the potion, the poison potion. And you can also do like this full attack ground slam and then the single attack ground slam. For his second phase, he's kind of the same, but he summons one of those goblins. That's pretty cool. You can just avoid the goblin, or else you'll be facing on 1v2, and that's not fun. Okay, now for his third phase. Basically, he can throw down poison potions, but instead of throwing 1 down, he throws 5 down. Yeah. I'm actually too good at the game, and I killed him too quick for him to use that ability, so yeah. So like I mentioned earlier, you can use these bug nets to catch catch bugs. That bug was worth 200 gold, so that's why I was recording. You might be wondering, why do I have no gear on? Well, it's time to prove to you that the Goblin King is easy. With 0 gear, just health potions. Watch. Okay, now for the Abyssal Demon, you can get Abyssal Scroll to summon him with those enemies over there and the imps over there. It's pretty simple. The boss is actually quite hard, so you probably will need friends, unless you're just goated. I'm not goated yet.
Now the countdown has started and he's ready to blow. He's got the dope sounds bumping and his stereo. That's fast, putting on the show. Don't wanna get yourself together, there's no time to rest. And if you put the time in, he'll put you to the test. He's like a running man in his world, war is less. And if you wanna test him, best bring your best. Don't make me spell it out, bring your best. In this world, where life is strong. In this world, compromise does not exist in this world. The rules every step meets the rest. In this world, where one is all. In this world, never fear the fall. In this world, where compromise does not exist in this world. The rules every step meets the rest. Running it back again, well, what'd you expect? Coming up to a 10 out of 10. Got a real rough neck, spikes up his livery and straps on his shoes. Cause he's the best there ever was, haven't you heard the news? Intergalactic continental champ, running things. Hyperactive, instrumental in pulling strings. He's just the one who understands when the tides will swing. So he's breaking down doors, never far away. Come on and psych yourself up, cause it's time to play. Bounce to the beats and the rhymes, cause they're here to stay. The one and only marathon man, living the day, moving up.
Here are the drop rates for the Abyssal Demon, and like, yeah, pretty good. So, yeah, that's over. I kind of forgot to cover like several things, a lot, but you can enjoy the game yourself, explore it, have fun, enjoy your day. Thank you for watching.